Hello, this is Sarita, and I'm delighted to be in your presence today, and I'm here to help you understand the truth about who you are. And so Happy New Year! Welcome to 2021. This is my first video of the new year within the age of Aquarius and the dawning of a new paradigm, basically. And I really do feel as if the energies have changed dramatically. Internally, I feel that shift, and I'm seeing that shift playing out in others who are open to ascension energies. And it really feels like there is an effervescent quality within the energies that are playing out now. In terms of our exterior reality, the illusion still seems very dark and dense, but I feel that energetically there's this lightening happening. And I certainly feel it within myself, and I'm seeing it within others, and people I'm speaking to are feeling it as well. So there was a definite shift on the 21st of December in that extraordinary alignment. And what I wanted to make this video about was what is going to be, as light workers, our principal role for 2021. And I really feel that the meditation that I did on that equinox on the 21st of December really showed me what our role was in this evolution, the role of light workers, people who are essentially awake or waking up. And that is to be the bridge. Because in that meditation, if you weren't there, if you were there, great, because you'll know what I'm talking about. But if you weren't there, basically what we did was we created a light grid around the earth, connecting it between all of the light workers all over the world through our heart centers, and then rooted that grid around the earth through our bodies by our feet. So our feet were rooted into the earth, and our hearts were connected by this light grid. So it was like this bringing together the multi-dimensionality with the earth plane and rooting it in a light grid around the earth. And to all intents and purposes, each of us became a bridge into our multi-dimensionality, a bridge into a higher level of reality and a lighter, more frequency orientated way of being, whilst remaining rooted in the earth. So it's like, you know, we really are, if you like, human bridges. And I think if you've been on this path of evolution, you're already quite used to transmuting dense frequencies, negative energies, for want of a better word, trauma, suffering. You're used to transmuting that in the physical vessel of your bodies, in this container which holds the alchemy of spirit and matter, if you like. So for many of us this year, many of us who've done our inner work, we know what it is to be between two worlds, you know, to live in the kind of etheric, energetic, spirit-led higher dimensions, and also to be very present in our collective with humanity and upon the earth. So we're quite used to working within those two realms, if you like. And I feel that we need to continue this work into 2021. And what we are all now doing is we are holding the grid, the light frequency of fifth dimensional consciousness here in the earth. We're rooting it through our actual bodies, which are hopefully through our inner work and our meditations and our practices, grounded upon Mother Earth Gaia. You know, we are earthlings. We can't get away from that, and nor would we want to. And the more that we can remember that we are earthlings and that Mother Earth Gaia is a living, breathing organism, and that we are a part of her, the more we move into our natural state of being, which is not just earthling, but it is also cosmic and multi dimensional. So I really think our role this year is to understand ourselves as the bridge. And, you know, it's not easy being a bridge. You know, a bridge has an extraordinary, potent structure that holds together two different places. So the structure of a bridge is strong. It gets trampled on a lot by all different kinds of traffic, and it has to connect two different places. And if the bridge comes down, it can create an awful lot of chaos. So I think we really need to know ourselves as that, understand that you are strong. You wouldn't be here if you weren't strong. Sometimes it feels like you're being trampled on, but really what you're doing is you're a way shower, if you like. You're a piece of the path for others to move, to access a new way of being, to access a new land, a new paradigm, a new place, going from the old to the new. And it's, you know, it's not an easy job, but it's one that you were made for. This is what you were made for. And also it's a really beautiful job, because in that job you get to anchor into Mother Earth Gaia. And you also get to have your head in the light and in the stars and in the cosmos. So you really are going to be having a rich tapestry of an experience this year, as those two energies, or I don't know how you would, they're not really energies, they're existences, if you like, merge and mingle and alchemize within your physical body. And I think for many people who who are not on this journey, we appear very strange. You know, we appear like weirdos because we are experiencing so much more than they are, because we're switched on in so many different ways. So we're our perception, our senses, our intuition is just much more heightened. And that's all going to increase this year. You're going to find your intuition turning on much more. I mean, I just know what I need to be doing always in terms of what's playing out in the illusion. I'm always, one step ahead of the game. I won't be, and I can't be caught out by, if you like, the nefarious agendas. They don't stop me in my freedom, because I'm receiving information. Oh no, don't go that way, go this way. Do this now, don't wait. I receive these insights all of the time so that I don't actually get stopped in my tracks or my purpose or my road or whatever I actually just feel like doing as a free human being by anyone else, because I'm receiving these insights and intuitive knowings, if you like. And I think this is going to escalate for many, many, many of you. And obviously by now you will have worked out that your intuition is your inner compass. It's the one that you should listen to, not obviously your fear-based, egoic ramblings or distortions. So I think we're going to begin to see, we're going to reap a lot of benefits from being the bridge. And what's going to happen is people who are on one side looking to wake up, if you like, people who are beginning to wake up this year, and I think there's going to be an awful lot of people waking up now, they are going to be needing a bridge to get to the other side. And you are going to be the bridge. I am going to be the bridge. We are all going to be the bridge for so many of these people. And you are going to attract people just by your luminosity, really, because if you're a bridge connecting to the higher dimensional architecture of fifth dimensional consciousness, you are going to be shining, you are going to be effervescent, you are going to be a guiding light, and people are going to start navigating towards you. But of course, within that, there are always going to be those that trample on you. I've been trampled on this morning already. And so I think it's just wise to remember that that's our role. We are the bridges at this instrumental, important, potent time within this shift in consciousness. So that's the first thing I would like to say. And in relationship to that, the second aspect that I think we really need to understand for this year is that this is the year of mastery. We have become masters of our own realities. By now, you have done enough inner work. You have had enough healing, self-created sovereign healing. You have had enough awareness, transmuting of trauma, manifesting skills, all of those good things. You have done enough of the work now to understand that you can master it all, and you are really going to need to, or I'm really going to need to, we're all going to really need to anchor in that mastery. Because what is happening, especially now in these first few months of 2021, is what appears to be going on the outside is going to be trying to break the bridge. It's going to try to demolish you. And if you find your resonant frequency dipping, it is up to you to apply your mastery. Notice that you've dipped and then change your resonant frequency. It's easy now for you. You know what you're doing. This happened to me in the middle of the night. Woke up, I don't know, panicked about something because my kids are in a different country and blah, blah, blah. And just paused, found myself doing it. And then in 2 minutes flat, changed my resonant frequency and fell asleep in a peaceful way. And I have that power now. You have that power. We do not need to sink into the old constructs and formats and architecture of pain and suffering, of victimhood, of feeling like things are beyond our control. We know we are creating the new narrative, and we really need to step into our mastery and do it all of the time. And the fact that you are now a bridge, that you now are bridging to two dimensions together, means that you have enough light within you to be sufficiently self-aware that you are less likely to go down into these dark rabbit holes of victimhood, and to be able to balance, as a bridge would, the truth with what's going on, with the mastery and ability to create something new. You have it within you, and there really is no excuse now for any of us to be berating ourselves, to be stepping into victimhood, to be not loving ourselves enough, to be reacting rather than responding. I'm not saying that we're not going to make mistakes. Of course we are. We make mistakes all of the time. I've made about 1 million this morning. But as soon as I've made a mistake, I notice and I rectify it, and I drop any self-flagellation that would have come along with that in the past for not being good enough and all of those things. I drop it all and I just step into the new. Keep doing that, mastering myself. And I know it's going to be all okay. It's going to be all okay because I'm creating it all, and it's my choice. And I have learned enough now that I am not creating from a place of low density frequencies. I am now creating from a place of loving light towards myself and towards all. And it's not easy, but this is the road. So we are the bridge, and we are the masters of our own destinies now. And it is time to put everything that you have learned into place for this coming year. And I've received some downloads towards the end of the year about what my purpose is in terms of my work with all of you guys for the coming year. And what I'm going to be teaching is consciousness technology. It's how we, when we come together in a unified format, can literally pull plasma and light from higher dimensions into materialized, manifested form. We are going to learn how to do this as a unified collective. And when you use consciousness technology in the way that I'm beginning to sort of receive information, we've got to learn it, obviously, because we've got to remember about it all. But as we start to use consciousness technology in a 5th dimensional format, we are going to begin to create things super rapidly. I mean, really, really rapidly. This is how off-world species create their spaceships. They use consciousness. They come together in a unified group and they manifest it from light. They materialize it from light. And that's what we are now going to learn, and we're going to start practicing by creating new reality. So I'm going to start doing a lot more, if you like, mass meditations to heal ourselves, to heal our planet, to heal the collective. And we're going to do that in a ceremonial format where we ourselves are creating the energetic architecture, and then using that sacred symmetrical architecture, create from light into manifested form in this dimension. Because now you've got to understand that the 3rd dimension and the 5th dimension, you know, they've been doing this, they're now overlaid. They're completely overlaid now. I mean, they've always been overlaid, but if you like, we are integrated in that overlay as the bridge. So we can, instead of finding ourselves flowing in and out of 5th dimensional consciousness back to 3rd and back to 5th, what's happening is it's all simultaneous, if you like. You are in 5th dimensional consciousness right now. You just are actually in it. Even if you're having a bad day or a bad moment, you are still in 5th dimensional consciousness because you're the bridge. So you're in 5th, but you're also in 3rd, holding that balance for people to move across. So because you're in 5th dimensional consciousness now, we can create using that consciousness with much more efficacy. All we've got to do is practice enough so that we can, if you like, form a methodology for doing it more efficiently. And what I've been doing in some of my classes is I've been playing and exploring with different methodologies, and I use those methodologies in my mass healing temple ceremony, which I did a few weeks ago, and in the meditation that I did on the 21st of December. I use different aspects of it, and I'm beginning to hone in on what methodology works when we're using unity consciousness. So I think really the calling now is to know who you are, be the master of who you are, and we need to start working with this extraordinary technology that's available to us. And you're going to be feeling things much more this year. It's going to be really exciting, you know. So for those of you who meditate and perhaps you know, obviously I work with many of you from all over the world, and there are people who say to me, oh, I feel things, but I don't see things, or I see things, but I don't feel things. What you're going to notice now is that it's all going to start coming together. And your 3rd eye, your pineal gland, is, I imagine for many of you, dripping that nectar into your bloodstream, perhaps just a tiny bit to begin with, more for others who, you know, have, if you like, woken earlier. We're all going to be experiencing this internal infrastructure shift where those beautiful nectars, and in terms of the pineal gland, it's DMT, but we have other nectars that flow through our body that heal us, activate us, open our eyes, you know, give us access to higher dimensional consciousness, heightened senses. All of those things are coming together within your body now. So if you hone in your practice, start developing and working with consciousness technology, master yourself in every moment, and remember that you're the bridge, you are going to start experiencing some really fun stuff this year. You're going to have an upgrade, really. You're going to begin to fly into what you've always dreamed of, what you've always known that was there and have been, you know, longing and reaching for. And I think this has been the case for so many of us for so many years. We've been longing for off-world contact, longing to have our seership activated, you know, longing to be able to develop our superhuman abilities, which we all have. You've been longing to be healed, to step into your purpose, to help humanity, to see beyond this physical realm, and all of those things are going to start coming together for you now. So you're the bridge, you are the master, and our goal this year, or my goal this year, is to get as many of you as I can together and start playing with methodology of consciousness technology and begin to materialize new architecture and structures and beliefs and patterns and systems within this earth plane that are more in alignment with our hearts, balance, harmony, love, and all of those beautiful things. So if you see that I am running a ceremony or doing a mass healing or working with consciousness technology, all of these things will be free, by the way. Please join us. Every single one of you that joins assists in the creation of this technology and in the creation, obviously, of what we are attempting to materialize into this earthly realm. And please share these teachings. If people are waking up, share information with them, bring them along to meditation. You know what it's like, as you've experienced it yourself. As people wake up, they feel really, really lonely, really afraid. They don't quite understand anything. And you're the bridge. You're the bridge. Walk them into the new paradigm. So I hope that's been helpful. That's my 2021 intro video. It's a lot to take in. I just feel really hopeful, really excited. I know that things in the exterior reality still look very intense and very dark and scary, but they're not. They're just not. It's exciting times ahead. This year is going to be eye-opening. Last year we had 2020 vision. This year it's going to be things. It's just going to be amazing. We'll see. Goodness knows what's going to happen, but I think it's going to be exciting. And yeah, let's hold the light, hold the vision, do the work, and watch the changes coming about. So thank you very much for listening. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon.